welcome to my channel. My name is Sammy. How are you doing? Today I did not feel good, so I am taking a COVID test. It's weird because I felt fine in the morning, and then we had this rush at work, and there was 3 associates. Well, it was me, another associate, and the manager. The manager and the other associate was tied up, so it was just me kind of like running around trying to help all these customers. And after that, I did not feel good at all. I felt dizzy and lightheaded. I had a headache and I was nauseous, and it was not great. So I went on break, and then I still didn't feel good after that. It took like almost all day for me to kind of start feeling better. So I decided I would take a test when I got home, because there is another associate who is who has COVID right now, and I worked with them last week, so just making sure that everything is good on my end. I'm feeling fine now, but I have to wait 15 minutes for this, so I'll see you back then. This is gonna be a really short video because it's this time. My COVID test here, negative. I don't need to worry about that, and we can actually just throw this into the garbage. Eat some oranges. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm gonna tell you a quick little story time of what I did yesterday. Try and be a bit quiet because Isaac's sleeping in the room right over there, and I don't want to wake him up. So I turn this light on. Whoa, oh my goodness. Okay. Yesterday, you'll see that I filmed some scenes around the Christmas stuff, and while I was doing that, what I did, I had a coffee cup, like a coffee thing, and a bottle of Diet Coke, and I didn't want to, like, I was holding them, and I was like, oh, like, I got too many things in my hands and I want to film something. So what I did is I put both of those into my backpack, zipped it up, and I thought, you know, oh, it'll be fine. And it probably was for a while. So I filmed my scenes, and then got in the car. My mom picked me up, drove home, brought my backpack inside, opened it up, pulled out my coffee container, and then the bottle of Diet Coke, and the coffee container is wet. And I'm like, oh no. What I was hoping would not happen, happened. So I pulled out my iPad, and sure enough, there's coffee all over it. And it seemed to have like only spilt into the area, because I had my clothes in there too, like my work clothes, and they were fine. They were completely dry. But there's just coffee all over my iPad. And so I'm like, oh, of course, like it would spill all into the area, the compartment. So there's like a separator, a divider or whatever. It's like a back compartment kind of thing and a front compartment. It's all in the same like zip up area, but just completely wet with coffee. Well, it's like a chai latte, Sao chai latte. I got it from Costco. I get a 3-pack. I'm like, oh no, there's coffee like on all the speakers and charging ports all over. I take it out of the case, it's all on the back and stuff. And I'm like, Jesus. You know, so I let it kind of dry out, I wipe it off, and I just leave it for the night, thinking everything's fine. So this afternoon, around 3 o'clock, I went on my break, and I was gonna watch some thing on Netflix. I ended up watching Trailer Park Boys for a bit, but I went on Netflix, and I was like, oh, my you know, battery's low. I should probably plug you in. So I plug it in, and nothing happens. So I try a different cord, and now nothing happened again, and I'm like, well, I guess I broke my iPad. Thankfully, I do have the Apple Care Plus on it, so I'm gonna let it sit. I turned it off. I'm gonna let it sit for tonight and then tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna see if it'll charge. And if it won't charge, then I end up taking it to Jump Plus. I do get warranty on all of my products, just because you never know what's gonna happen. Like my camera, I've got like drop protection, accidental damage protection, and all that stuff. On that, I have it on my phone. I have it on my iPad, which also covers the Apple Pencil that I use. So if you are one of those people who like think, oh, I'm never gonna break my products, like I'm pretty careful with my stuff. I definitely like care about my stuff. So I mean, like nobody ever plans for something to break, but accidents happen all the time. That's why they call it like accidental damage, especially with things that you're carrying around or using pretty frequently, or you're using around other people. I always get extended protection on my products because I like to have that peace of mind. I know like a lot of people just don't care for it, and I don't understand why, but like, especially with like phones and stuff. Like if you have a plan, like you're in a contract and you finance your phone through that service provider, and you damage or lose your phone, like, you still have to pay out that phone, and now you have to get another one, and chances are you're gonna finance another phone while still paying out a phone. That means you need another line. So now you're paying out 2 lines and you only have 1 phone, and that just makes no sense when you could literally pay like a percentage of the price of the phone to get a new one, to have it shipped out to you or repaired or what have you in the event that the unthinkable happens. So I don't care who you are, I don't care how great you are with your products or how careful you are with them, things always happen, and protection should always be the forefront of people's minds. Protect your things. Give yourself that peace of mind. I mean, in all reality, at the end of the day, at the end of like the year, at the end of your life, you're not gonna be like, man, I really wish I didn't spend that extra $100 on to get that protection, or that extra $50 to protect my device. Anyways, it's super late. I'm going to bed soon. I work at 12:30 tomorrow, and I'm gonna eat these 3 little oranges because I'm hungry, and oranges are delicious. I was actually like super addicted to them when I was pregnant. I ate like 10 a day. It was probably way too much. Like I'd just like have handfuls of oranges. I was like, I needed oranges, and I needed ice cubes, and like lemony stuff helped with nausea. Tell me about a time when you broke something unexpected and it was expensive. Or like, you know, just whenever you're like one of those moments where you do something and like with my iPad, I did it and I was like, why the heck did I do that? Why would I put my drink in there? That made no sense. I mean, it seemed convenient at the time, and I thought I'd be careful enough and nothing would happen, but you know, stuff happens. So tell me about a time where something like that happened to you.